Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead reading. And this will be for Earth signs, that's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and I'll do the timestamps. Thank you for joining me. We are looking at the week ahead and these are timeless readings, okay? So just take what resonates. Trust that when you're drawn to watch the video, that's when there's a message there for you. Be sure to watch all your signs. Information about private readings is always in the description box below. I'm using the Tarot de la Nuit tarot deck, and the Le Vampire Oracle deck. Okay. You got weeklies up, other timeless weekly readings. You've got monthlies up, so you can check those out as well. Okay. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. Start with Taurus, roughly 103. What's going on for Taurus in the week ahead? What's going on for Taurus in the week ahead? What does Taurus need to know about the week ahead? Okay, what do we have? We have the Wheel, Hangman as the challenge, the Ace of Cups and the outcome. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Strength card. So there's something you've been trying to manifest, you've been praying for, you've been working towards, etc. And it's delayed, okay? That's your challenge with the Hangman. There's delays. And it's outside of your control. There's not a lot that you can do about it. However, it's because of divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune in your current situation. Okay, it's divine timing, external forces at play. This is something that is in motion for you. It just needs more time to complete. Does that make sense? And I feel like for a lot of you, you're getting ready to give up on it. And your advice, because you have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, is telling you to hang in there. This is not the time to let this go. Okay, this is not the time to stop fighting for it or to stop working towards it. Okay, because in the outcome, you have the Ace of Cups. This is wish fulfillment for you. Getting your heart's desire, whether that is a new relationship or a reconciliation. That could also be the case, or it's about a new home or a new job. Okay, even pregnancy for some of you. It's getting your wish, getting your heart's desire. Okay, so let's pull more cards here. Clarify for Taurus, the Wheel. Yeah, look, Death card. Certain things have to end in order for you to have this new beginning. It's happening. It's in process. It's in progress. Okay? It just needs more time. The Hangman is the challenge. Page of Cups. Yeah, you're waiting to hear on this news, and it's taking its sweet time. Okay? And there's also this emotional component where you're starting to lose hope about this whole thing. For some of you, I also feel like you're fighting the endings that have to happen in order for the wheel to turn. Does that make sense? And the longer you fight it, the more delayed this outcome is. All right? So trust that whatever endings are happening or trying to happen, let them happen. Trust that it's part of the process. Okay? Because it really is. It is what you fighting that is what is keeping the wheel from turning. Ace of Cups in the outcome. Yeah, look, the Eight of Wands. Fast movement, fast communication, things picking up speed, okay? With this offer, with this opportunity. You just kind of have to get out of your own way a little bit, Taurus, and stop fighting the changes that need to happen. Because I'm feeling like you sit there looking at something that is trying to change or is trying to end, and you sit there thinking that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? So you fight it. You're like, no, that doesn't need to end, right? So you don't see the connection behind the situations that are trying to change or they're trying to end. In other words, you have a certain view of how this has to play out, right? In your words, this has to play out this way, this and that and the other needs to happen in this order or at this time or with these people or whatever. And the way things are trying to happen are different. Okay, the way is different. And so to you, you're not picking up that it's actually part of the process that you're trying to go through and the goal you're trying to achieve. So you're trying to fight these changes. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, let's pull one more row. The Wheel with the Death card, King of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energies could be around a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or this could be an official decision that you're waiting on, or official communication. Okay, this is also about taking emotion out of it. I feel like that's what's slowing you down. This is where you stay focused, you stay rational, realistic. When you take a step back to get that bird's eye view, you will see the pattern. You will see that what is trying to change or go away is actually helping you achieve your goal. Does that make sense? So that's also a bit of advice for you there. The Hangman with the Page of Cups. Yeah, look, the Eight of Cups. You think that what is trying to go away from your life, or what you're guided to walk away from or let go of, you're very emotionally attached to that. And that is where you struggle, because you don't want to release that, you don't want to let it go, you're not actually seeing this as part of the process. This needs to happen, and that is creating delays for you. And the longer you do this, the longer you'll have delays. Does that make sense? Because I am getting a little bit of a stubborn energy, like, no, it needs to happen this way. Okay? And you're kind of fighting yourself on this. So it's just something to think about, Taurus, okay? Ace of Cups with the Eight of Wands, Six of Cups. So for some of you, this is about a reconciliation, and you have a certain way of how you think it's going to happen, and that's what you're holding out for, but you're not seeing other opportunities to communicate. You're not seeing that actually, maybe by turning your back on this and releasing it, walking away from it, and just hoping for the best, that's actually the turning point that needs to happen. Does that make sense? And I'm not talking about playing games, you know, giving someone ultimatums and pretending to walk away, but you're still kind of hung up on there. That's not it. It's coming to a place of peace, and a place of saying, you know what, if this is in my interest, if this is for my highest good, I'll trust that it'll come back to me, and I just let it go and look for other things to focus on, right? That is the turning point that needs to happen. You taking a step back, releasing this image that you have in your head of how it has to be and how it has to happen, that is the turning point. That's what's going to make the huge difference here of finally getting that wheel turning, and you either having a completely fresh start, freeing yourself from a tumultuous situation, or having a restart in a situation. Does that make sense? It will be what is in your highest good. Okay, 3 cards flew out for you. So we have Resurrection, Reprise, Recovery, Comeback. So it is about a reconciliation for a lot of you. That's the focus. Or trying to restart something if it's not a relationship. We have the Monster Within. See, that's what you have to tame that monster, Taurus. You have to tame that monster. You have to keep it under control. Don't let your fears run away with you. Don't let your darkest thoughts of what if it's never gonna happen for me overwhelm you to the point where you go overboard trying to control the situation. You're only going to push it further away. Okay? And love conquers all. Yeah, I mean, look, enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. So you have to have trust and faith, Taurus, that if something is indeed for you and for your highest good, it will come to you. You don't have to fight for it. It's already yours. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to struggle for it. Okay? Alternatively, if something is doing more damage than good in your life, it will be removed from your life. And the more we fight that, the longer it stays and the more damage we do, okay, to ourselves or a situation. Does that make sense? So the message here with the King of Swords is try to take emotion out of it. Just take a step back, take a deep breath, see the bigger picture here. Be realistic, okay? Stay focused. Because I feel like the emotional component is what is creating confusion and a sense of loss and a sense of fear. And that in turn is creating delays because you're refusing to get out of your own way and let the wheel turn. In other words, let whatever needs to change, or whatever needs to go, okay? Trust that it's for you. It will find its way back to you. And if it's not for you, trust that this is trying to be removed from your life to free you for something that is truly your heart's desire. It may not be with the person on your mind. It may not be with the particular job on your mind. It may not be in that particular place or happening exactly the way you envisioned it. You have to keep an open mind, and you have to allow for co-creation, for the universe's input okay? Because they will bring you something that is your true love or your wish fulfilled, or what it is that you deserve, a long-lasting commitment, whether that is romantic or otherwise. Okay, Taurus? So I hope that makes sense. It's kind of clear cut and to the point. And like I say, it'll be a little bit different for everyone. For some, this is about a reconciliation. For others, this is freeing yourself from the past finally in order to embrace true new love in your life. That will be that long-lasting commitment. And it may not be with the person that you're kind of stuck on, but that they're trying to be removed from your life anyway. You're meeting new people, things are changing around you, and it's making you uncomfortable because you feel like it's pulling you away from that particular person. But that's the whole point. Do you know what I mean? You've been trying to manifest true love, and the universe is trying to show you that we are bringing you true love. It's just not with that person that you're stuck on, okay, for some of you. But you have this beautiful true connection and true love and long-lasting commitment that we're trying to bring into your life. You just kind of have to release the old baggage to be ready to receive this. Does that make sense? Same with anything else. If it's not love, if it's job or financial opportunities or place to live, whatever it is, okay? So trust the process, Taurus, and let the magic happen, because what they're trying to bring to you, your angels and guides in the universe, is this true wish fulfillment that is meant for you, okay? So I hope that helps you, Taurus. I hope it gives you something to consider, or the confirmation that you needed, okay? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's move on to Virgo on 12 minutes. Hey Virgo, thanks for joining us, and that's Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Tell me which one you are. I'm a Virgo Moon, for example. Let's see what's going on for Virgo in the week ahead. So we have the Queen of Cups. I'll put them back and continue to shuffle. And the Ace of Pentacles in return. I was going to say in reverse. Something is going to be returned to you. An investment that you tried to make and it didn't go well, or it didn't go through, or it wasn't accepted, is going to be returned to you. So either that means you get some money back, or someone is returning the investment, as in they accept your offer and they are going to match it. Okay, something along those lines. Okay. What is going on for Virgo in the week ahead? Virgo in the week ahead. And Virgo, remember to watch the intro as well, because there's information for you there. Virgo in the week ahead. The Sun. Okay, we're keeping it, they said. The Sun as your situation. The Fool as a challenge. The Lovers in the outcome. Justice at the bottom of the deck. You have all major arcanas, Virgo. What are you dealing with here? Whatever it is beautiful. The Justice at the bottom of the deck tells me that you're dealing with karmic situations. This is difficult. It's been a process. You've learned a lot of lessons. It was painful. You had to learn. You had to rise above. You had to get stronger, wiser, etc. It's been a long process, stemmed from a loss of some kind, or an injustice of some kind. The Sun tells you that you have come out the other side, okay? You're coming out of your dark night of the soul. You've learned the lessons, you have gained the wisdom, you have gained the strength, you found your joy again. This is independence, strength, popularity, happiness, joy, you know what I mean, if I haven't said that already. Socializing, receiving a lot of attention and admiration for a job well done, for who you are as a person, for the way you look, or what you bring to the table, or your skills. Do you know what I mean? The challenge, we have the Fool. I feel like for some of you, this is that coming back around. So as soon as you have recovered after a divorce or a breakup, right? Here you are, you've recovered. You didn't want to go through it in the first place, but it happened, so you had to deal with it, right? And here you are coming out the other side, stronger, more beautiful, and better than ever. You're like, cool, awesome, I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready for new experiences in my life. And here comes an opportunity you're going to have a choice, right? You're going to have a choice. Here's an opportunity to continue to walk your path on your own, this new path that you've discovered that you're creating for yourself, or someone coming back with the Lover's energy, talking to you about trying again, okay? Because they see the new you. They see, how beautiful and attractive or handsome, whatever, you are. They're very drawn to your confidence. They're very drawn to your sense of self and independence. They still find you very attractive. I feel like there has been time between you. There has been distance between you. But I feel like there's going to be a conversation. Okay? It may start off impulsively with the Fool, just receiving a message that, it's too late to delete because you already saw it type thing. Or someone just blurting something out to you. And you're going to have a decision to make, Virgo. Okay? For others of you, this is like karmic justice and it's karmic blessings. Okay? As a result of everything you've been through, and as a result of how you stood in your integrity as a person, dealing with injustice, right? You're being given a new opportunity, whether that is in the form of a new job or a new career opportunity, a new business opportunity. Anything to do with yourself, your physical self, your mental self, your emotional self, okay? Because for some of you, this has also involved some sort of physical work as well on yourself, right? Not just emotional, mental, and spiritual, but also physical. And here's a new opportunity. It can be anything. It's major arcana energy, so it literally can be anything, okay? And it's a blessing for everything you had to go through and how you handled it so well. Does that make sense? How you took it in your stride, how you took it and made yourself stronger. You didn't get lost in it. You didn't give in to the lower level energies. You didn't play the blame game with anyone. You didn't try to intentionally hurt anyone. Okay? And here's your blessing. And it can be in the form of a long-lasting commitment, whether that is romantic or to do with business, or this could be a contract of sorts. I mean, Virgo, it's really, really nice energy. Okay? And the challenge for you with the Fool, you don't know what the future holds. You don't know. This commitment that is offered to you is very different than what you've dealt with before. Okay? So I don't know if it's a different type of person that you're talking to, or it's someone brand new coming into your life so you don't know them that well, or if it's someone from your past, they feel different and you're different as well, so you can't say that it's going to end up the same way because it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's different. Does that make sense? So there's a level of you're going to have to take a chance. That's your risk. Whatever commitment is promised to you or offered to you, you don't have a lot to go on, meaning you haven't done this before, right? You haven't done this before. You don't have experience in this department, okay, or with this person or in this circumstance. So it takes a level of risk and just taking a chance and hoping for the best, okay? But with all these major arcanas here and the Justice at the bottom of the deck, this is telling me that this is for you. You're going to have to trust your intuition and do what's best for you. But this is for you. It's meant for you, and it's a reward. It's karmic reward, okay, for everything you've had to endure and how you took it in your stride and stayed in your integrity, okay? So let's clarify for Virgo, the Sun energy. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, see? This is the physical work. Some of you that have gone through, you have physically transformed yourselves. Goes for mental, emotional, and spiritual. Okay? You've put a lot of work into bettering yourself all around, whatever that means, okay? Work, time, money, effort. And that's where your success is coming from. It's your own. You have earned this. No one else helped you. No one else did anything in your place. You had to go through everything. You had to feel everything. You had to make the decisions, the difficult choices, okay? The Fool is the challenge. The Moon. Yeah, see? There's a little bit of confusion. There's a little bit of hesitation. Why? Because things are a little cloudy. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. Okay? There's this level of uncertainty. And that's why it shows up as a challenge, because you have to take a chance, right? You're not going to know until you try, is the message. So don't try to overthink it. Don't try to overanalyze it. You're not going to know. You simply don't have that information to analyze, okay? The Lovers in the outcome. Death card. So for some of you, it is a resurrection. For others of you, it's a complete transformation, of your love life. It's someone coming in, they're very different than what you've experienced. Could be from a foreign place, foreign land, foreign culture, or they're just very different than any other individual you've dealt with. Okay? And it will take your love life to a whole nother level. Okay? Over time, of course, not overnight, but it will take it to a whole nother level. So it's that kind of commitment. It will transform, Death card, your life. Okay? It will allow you to finally put to rest and release the old version of yourself and embrace this new type of commitment that is balanced, that is healthy, okay? That is mutual. It's beautiful energy. The Sun with the Seven of Pentacles is the situation. Yeah, look, after a very difficult ending, that's exactly what I saw. You had to pick yourself up from a million shattered pieces because whatever ending happened, that's what you ended up like, right? Shattered on the floor. You have to pick yourself up and rebuild yourself from scratch. Okay? And take all those swords out of your own back and learn to lean on them and learn to use them to your advantage. Does that make sense? So it could have been a divorce that pushed you into this dark night of the soul, or it could have been the loss of a job, or loss of your reputation, or something legal that happened where someone who was in the wrong won and you had to deal with the consequences. Does that make sense? It's some sort of big injustice. That is what has pushed you into the dark night of the soul that you are now coming out of. You see the transition? First this happens, then you put in the work, time, effort, dedication. It took you a while, Seven of Pentacles energy. Okay? It took you a few years. And now you're finally the new you, Sun card energy. You're ready to get back out there because you want new experiences now. The Fool with the Moon as the challenge. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, here's that offer. And it's something that kind of pulls at your heart, okay, with the Knight of Cups. But it also makes you feel like, is this too good to be true? Am I being tricked into something? Because like I say, with the Moon card there's confusion. Because I feel like for some of you, this is an outpour of emotion. And you're feeling overwhelmed to the point where you're like, I don't even know what's true anymore. I don't know what I should believe or shouldn't believe out of this information that you're telling me because it comes with such an emotional charge. Does that make sense? And that's why you have the Fool as a challenge, because it involves trusting and taking a chance on what is being offered to you, okay? When you just don't have the facts of it. You don't know what's going to happen. And there's no way to foresee what's going to happen with this. It's something completely different. You've never been in this situation before. The Lovers with the Death card. Six of Cups. The Lovers with the Six of Cups. Very intense connection here. If it's a romantic thing for you, Virgo, definitely dealing with a karmic Six of Pentacles. Yeah, someone coming. When I see the Six of Pentacles with the Justice card, this is telling me that someone's coming back to make things right. To do right by you, to fix something, to do better, to give you what you deserve because they couldn't give you that in the past. And they've learned some lessons and now they want to make it right. Okay? This could also be legal victory that comes with money, that comes with you getting back what was taken. Okay? If it is love life, I'm definitely seeing reconciliation energy here, because there's still so much emotion between the two of you. And it takes strength and it takes courage on both parties, on both parts, I mean, to even want to heal and come back and do better after a Ten of Swords energy. I'm going to say that, okay? And whoever's coming in, they're giving you their heart. They're like, you can stomp on it if you want. I deserve it if you want to do that. But this is what I truly feel. Okay? Someone completely opening up, completely becoming vulnerable to you. Okay? Making themselves vulnerable. So I do see reconciliation for some of you. That is possible if that's something you want. For others of you, this is more about closure. I'm seeing closure. Okay? You can finally put this to bed because you heard the words. Someone said sorry. Someone took accountability. Someone took responsibility. Someone gave you back what you deserved. You have closure from that difficult, toxic cycle. And you can be friends moving forward if you wanted to. Okay, so for some of you, I'm seeing that scenario as well. And for others, this is, this could be about children. I heard miracle baby, I'm not gonna lie, okay? And that is what is transforming your life. After a time of struggle, after a time of maybe miscarriage, after a time of investing time, energy, money, going through procedures, etc., and it just wasn't coming together, you kind of made your peace with that, okay, and you had to rebuild yourself from a health perspective, mind, body, and soul, but also, you know, kind of pick up the pieces and figure out what else you want to do with your life, since kids were not going to be part of it. And here something happens out of the blue, okay, and you finally have that dream come true, that wish fulfilled. And I'm reading the energy as I'm seeing it, but if this is making sense to you in other ways, do let me know, okay? Because it can be anything with all these major arcana energies. It can be just releasing toxic patterns within yourself. This could all be an internal journey. No one else can see this other than you. You just wake up one day and you just feel different. You're feeling happy and optimistic again. You need to look back to see everything you've been through. And the reward in itself is your own happiness within yourself, and your own sense of confidence and pride in everything that you've achieved. And you're now ready to transform your life, turn it around, and look for new opportunities. And that could mean you change your job, you look to change your career, you look to change where you live, okay? Let's see, advice for Virgo in the week ahead. Advice for Virgo in the week ahead. 2 cards for Virgo. Okay, you get 3 cards. So we have Ancient at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, breaking some very old patterns. This could be generational stuff, things that you grew up seeing and then you ended up doing yourself, and maybe even passed on to your children, etc. This is where you can break that pattern, okay? And look, inheritance, okay? Something is being given back to you, or something is being granted to you, passed down to you. The call of the night, daring, adventure, excitement. Yeah, this is where you are. This is the new you. I want to have fun. I want to get out there. I want to have new experiences, meet new people, see what else is out there in the world. Such a big place. I want to get to know more of it. Do you know what I mean? But you're excited and you're hopeful and you have this renewed energy, or this energy that you never had before. Okay? Hunter, aggressor, tracker, provider, and hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. So this is, I feel like for some of you, you're in this hunter mode where you're focused. You are focused. You know what you want. It's going to be that choice, okay? Because for some of you, you're like, I don't need your apology anymore. It would have been nice if I had it a few years ago. It would have been nice if you took accountability a few years ago. Maybe we wouldn't be here in the first place. But I've dealt with that. I've processed that. I've released that. I don't need that anymore, okay? I don't want you to beg or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that doesn't do anything for me or you anymore. And it can restore peace in a connection, or it can give you closure and you're free to move on, okay? And for others of you, I feel like this is how someone is pursuing you, okay? Remember what I said in the beginning, someone who's attracted to your confidence and your sense of self and your independence and your beauty. They see you as that go-getter. They see you as focused, determined. They know what you want, okay? You know what you want. And it's very attractive to them, okay? Hope is restored in a situation, okay? You're getting your wish with something. Whatever this is for you, you're going to have to tell me, Virgo, because it can be different for everyone, especially when you have all these major arcana energies. Okay? So, report back and tell me what this is about, because it looks amazing. Looks like a fairy tale. Nine of Pentacles, speaking of which, right? Okay. So, moving on to Capricorn. 29:55 roughly. Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining us. are joining me. Remember to watch the intro to the video because there's information for you there as well. Let's jump in here, see what we have in the week ahead for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. There we go. Two of Swords, stuck, indecisive, in two minds about something. Challenge is the Empress. Outcome, Seven of Cups, continuing to be indecisive. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is an energy of happily ever after, long-term commitments, spending time with loved ones, family, gatherings, okay, with people you care about. It could also be about commitments, marriage, family. Again, I said that. So there's something around there where either you're waiting for someone else to make a decision, or you're debating with yourself whether or not to make a commitment to someone or to accept someone's offer of a commitment. It'll be a little different for everyone. The challenge is that you are drawn to this person or this opportunity, whatever it is that's presented to you. You view it as worthy. You view it as the ultimate, okay? Wife material, husband material, or the job that can take you to exec level, okay? But again, you'd have to make a solid commitment to it because it will take time, effort, dedication, money even, to keep it going and to keep it heading in that direction. For others of you, this is about motherhood. Do I have a child? Do I have more children? Talking it out with your partner. Maybe you're not completely on the same page about that. In the outcome, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is contemplation. This is looking at your options. I'm seeing this as debating things, doing pros and cons, running scenarios in your head to hopefully help you make your decision. Okay, let's clarify for Capricorn. Two of Swords is the challenge, as the situation, the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like there's one energy that's very pushy, Cancer energy. One energy that's kind of pushy. They're focused, they're determined, but you kind of have to be on the same page with them. And that's where there is hesitation with the Two of Swords. Maybe someone's pushing to move something forward, whether it's a relationship or your career or your family life, or to move in general. And you're not sure how you feel about that. And you're feeling pushed. You're feeling like you're not being given enough time to consider your options. Okay? The Empress as the challenge, Seven of Pentacles, because it would be a big commitment. It would be a big commitment. It would take time, energy, money to develop this. Start from scratch, help it along, help it grow, develop it, wait to see results, decide then what you want to do. Okay, it would be something that would take years of your life. And in the outcome, we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, with the Moon, more confusion. I do feel like you're in a situation where someone it feels like they're pushing you. They could be pushing you, or it's just their enthusiasm makes you feel pressured to agree with them, to want the same thing, or to just give in and do whatever they say. Do you know what I mean? For some of you, I feel like you find out you're 2 months pregnant, 2-3 months pregnant, and whatever your situation is, that kind of throws you into a tailspin. What do you do about it, or how do you communicate it, or maybe you're not in the best situation, so it's like, what do I even want to do about this? One more. Two of Swords with the Chariot, the Magician. Yeah, there's a lot of... It is about a new beginning. It is about an offer on the table. With the Chariot there, I feel like it involves, and the Two of Swords, it involves two people, you and someone else, okay, for some of you. And both of you have to want this. Both of you have to be on the same page about this, and that's where the challenge is, because you're not, okay? And if it's a case of fixing it with the conversation and learning how to accept and respect each other's what am I trying to say? I hear border, but it's not border. Oh my God, what is it? Boundaries, for God's sake. And then you can just come with a plan together that makes sense for both of you. Great. I feel like, though, you're dealing with someone who doesn't know how to negotiate. They don't know how to compromise. They don't know how to meet in the middle. They want what they want when they want it, and you just kind of have to go along with it. And maybe you have been doing that, which is why it's so easy for them to continue to push you that way. But this time I feel like it would be more of a commitment on your shoulders than theirs, for whatever reason. And so you should get a say, or a bigger say in the matter. And you know there's going to create conflict, and that's why you're hesitating. You're dealing with a deal breaker type situation. And you know, if you speak up, it may cost you a partnership or a friendship or being part of a team. But at the end of the day, you have to be true to yourself, Capricorn. If this is a deal breaker for you, it's a deal breaker for you. You don't have to explain yourself beyond that. Okay? You can give this other person or this group of people or this, whatever it is, the other party, you can explain to them where you are and what you need, and give them the opportunity to come together with you. And if they don't do that, and if their approach is to push you, to force you to do what they want you to do, then maybe that's something that you don't really want in your life, because it's not fair, is it? Okay, you're dealing with someone who doesn't see you for who you are, but rather for who they want you to be. And they're trying to turn you into something that you're not, potentially. The Empress with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Swords. You're afraid of speaking up because you know it may cause a breakup, it may cause a separation, it may cause someone's feelings to get hurt, or you to disappoint this person. I feel like this is how this person is, how they are, right? They always say, if you don't do or you don't say what they want you to, they tell you, oh, they're disappointed in you, and that really affects you. But that is manipulation. That's not healthy. Seven of Cups with the Moon, the World and the outcome. This is success and completion. It can be walking your own path with the World, where you end one cycle as part of something else and you walk your own path. I'm going to pull one more. The Devil energy. For others of you, for most of you, I feel like you're just going to give in with the Devil there. The pull is too great. This other person's or party's pressure is too great. And you feel like it's easier, Knight of Pentacles, to just follow the plan, just do what they say. Despite the fact that you have doubt, that you have hesitation, that you don't even know if you want this, or you don't know if you want it now. Capricorn, this is your chance to speak up. Okay? It's part of deeper lessons that have to do with you being true to who you are, accepting who you are, embracing who you are. And it's not, standing up for yourself as if some sort of conflict. It's not that. It's just speaking your truth with peace in your mind and in your heart, that is your truth. Do you know what I mean? And if you're giving this other person or this other party an opportunity to meet you in the middle or to work with you, you're willing to do that. It has to be fair, though. And if they're not willing to do that, if they're not willing to have a fair partnership, to have a balanced interaction where there is give and take, maybe they don't need to be in your life. Okay? But I feel like that's where you struggle. Do I walk my own path and walk away, put an end to this? Or do I just stick in there because it would be too much? The change would be too great. What would I even do on my own? What would I even do if I'm not part of this partnership? Who am I if I'm not this person's friend? Who am I if I'm not always there for this member of my family? No matter how they treat me. Okay? So you've got some decisions to make. But just know you are being given the opportunity to at least speak your truth. Or completely free yourself. from an imbalanced situation. And for others, it's downright toxic. Okay? Has to do with codependency. Let's see, advice for Capricorn in the week ahead. Advice for Capricorn in the week ahead. Okay, that's too many. Advice for Capricorn in the week ahead. It doesn't have to be that you completely end something. You can transform a dynamic where both of you are heard, both of you are respected, okay, where both parties take it as it resonates. But I feel like you're almost afraid to know the answer. What would this person do if I spoke the truth? What would this person do if I disagreed with them? And you're afraid to know the answer. Because why? Because intuitively deep down, you already know the answer. You know this is unfair and imbalanced to begin with, and you know that if you disagree with them, they're going to throw a fit and they're going to throw things at you, hopefully not literally, you know, manipulate you, hurt your feelings, guilt you into doing things, and you know you don't feel like you have the strength to stand up to that or to say that's not fair or to turn your back on this person. Does that make sense? And it's complicated because for some of you, you have children with this person, so it's not just about you. For others of you, this is a member of your family, or it's a parent, or a child, you know, or a sibling, whatever. So yes, it's not black and white, but at the same time, don't let that make it so complicated to where with the Two of Swords, you feel like you have no choice to just go along with what is said, to go along with what you're being told to do. You're a person, okay? You're an individual. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be respected. Your opinion matters, okay? It's not about people agreeing with you. It's about people respecting your perspective, okay? Because you do that for others. So why do you feel bad about asking for others to do the same for you? Does that make sense? So some things to look at there. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? We have Resurrection. So again, I'm not seeing this as necessarily reconciliation energy. I'm seeing this as the same old pattern over and over again, coming back, okay? And further, if there has been a separation between you and this person, know that they are trying to come back. And the message here is that they have not changed. They may try to guilt you into taking them back, but no, they have not changed. Transmission. Spreading of conditions, influence, and impact. Yeah. See how there's two people there? There's a perpetuation of a toxic cycle and a toxic pattern. And it's not bold and in your face necessarily. It spreads from one person to the next. And by that I see gossip. I see hearsay. Influence, right? Something subtle. So passive-aggressive behavior, emotional manipulation, guilting you into doing things, etc. Be careful what you take on as your truth, what you accept to be your truth, okay? Because this is someone trying to pass on to you their perspective, their wish, their truth. They want you to say the same thing, okay? Immortal, the consuming family, pressure of peers. You can't make it up. That's that devil energy. And for some it is family. For others you have a family with this person. And for others it's your peers, it's your so-called friends or team members or even a boss. And eternal youth, energy, newness, and vitality. This is like you're reminded that you only live once, okay? That's what I heard with this right away. And you're being given the opportunity for a new beginning that is only your own, okay? What is going on here for some of you, it could be that you're receiving an offer that would mean you walking your own path, giving either completely walking away from this other situation or giving less time to this situation or this relationship or this whatever to pursue your own path. And this person, family member or spouse or whatever, they have a problem with that because you wouldn't be at their beck and call all the time anymore. And that reveals their toxic nature. Pay attention to that, Capricorn, and make your decisions accordingly. Okay? So I'll leave it there. Tell me what this is about. Tell me how this is playing out for you. If it doesn't make sense now, I feel like give it a few days in the week. Come back and watch it. I feel like it will make sense, okay? But if you are dealing with this, I hope it gives you some advice that you can follow. I hope it gives you some things to try, right? Some insight you can use. I'm looking forward to your thoughts, okay? But make the most of the energy, make the most of the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.